So, what happened with J Hobbs?
All right, so I'm explaining the thing. Omar, at any point, if I'm lying or I misspeak, I want you to cut me off and tell it how it is, right? Because Omar, you were there doing the whole fucking thing. You were right by my side the whole time. So
Yeah.
was Idiot and so was Lovemore. So we go hit this Polito. We get the card. Boom. We get out. The whole time I'm like, all right, we need a six. We need a six. I'm on the radio. Hey, we need a six. We need a six. We need a six. Who's our sixth? Still don't have a sixth. All right. So we're still getting ready, getting ready. Hey, we need a sixth. We need a sixth. Okay, we still don't have a sixth. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go take a shit. I go take a shit for 10 minutes to come back. Hey, we got a sixth? Nah. I'm like, all right, boys. I say on the radio. Y'all want me to call somebody up, see if I can get one? Everybody agrees. Yeah, call somebody up. I call Raul up. I'm like, hey, get ready. You want to go on the shit with us? All right, bet I'm down. Raul's on the way. Jay's like, hey, let's bring Daisy. I'm like, I already called somebody to come down here, and they're already ready. They're on the way. We already got the fucking six. The
Hold on,
whole time.
let me just interrupt you right there, right? Because the story I heard from Jay was that he told you about Daisy and you ignored him, and then you grabbed Raul.
All right, well, almost right there. Ask him. He was there during the whole thing.
Yeah, are we doing anything right now?
I mean, we definitely asked on radio. We need a six
Bro,
and
what's
shit
your
like
ping,
that.
Mike?
And I don't know. Daisy didn't. She was not on radio or some shit, but she did not like got on, within the six. But we thought
So
because
Jay was saying that he said like, yo, we should, you guys were looking for another person.
That was
And Jay
after.
was,
That was
I think
after.
Jay was asking after the fact we got
My
Raul.
ping is
Yeah,
230.
exactly. That was after. Well, for 20 minutes, like I said, for 10 of those minutes, we were asking on radio. We need a six. We need a six. And then for the other 10 minutes, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go take a shit. The whole time I came back, I was like, we have a sixth? No. I'm like, you guys, I even asked everybody. I said, you guys want me to make a call, see if I get somebody? And everybody's like, yeah, do it. So that's what I fucking did. And then while Raul's on the way,
I'm coming.
while Raul's on the way, he's like, let's get Daisy. I'm like, bro, I already told Raul. He's already on the fucking way. And the whole time he's adamant. Let's get Daisy. I'm like, bro, we already got somebody. So we're downstairs getting ready. I go up and I hear him talking behind my back, telling Lovemore an idiot. Bro, why don't we just get Daisy? I'm like, bro, if you're saying some dumb shit, bro, you can get the fuck up and leave. Like, what are you talking about? He's like, all right. And I'm like, all right, then get the fuck out. You're not going. And the dude gets mad, walks literally 1 foot outside the warehouse and then loads a clip into my fucking car right outside the warehouse door. At that point, I'm like, all right, this guy's a fucking moron. And so I texted him. I'm like, don't come back to the fucking block. We're no longer doing shit with you. You're a fucking bitch. You're a moron. You're banned. You're blacklisted. And he gets to a point like, bro, how many times are we going to let shit slide? How much more are we going to take before we tell this dude, like, enough is a fuck enough? You already shot him in the head. He was already doing dumb shit. And he's not even a fucking hang around. Yeah, we're over here sliding for him, protecting him, doing shit for him that we wouldn't do for anybody else. And he's fucking ungrateful, and he just does his shit and throws it in our fucking face. He doesn't care about anything but himself. Tell me, at what point is enough enough? I love Jay more than anybody fucking here. I promise you I do. But it gets to a point like, damn. He obviously doesn't love us back if he keeps fucking disrespecting. And that's what happened. And if I'm lying, ask Omar. If I'm lying, ask Lovemore. If I'm lying, ask Idiot. They were there the whole fucking time.
So he's just lying out of his teeth? Like, what's going on
Omar,
here?
did at any point did I say whatever I said was anything wrong? Did I lie?
No,
did I
we
misspeak?
definitely listen. We definitely were looking for a six. It's not something against Daisy. Like, we did not want Daisy in because we were literally debating on getting the Bruce guy on the block, the fucking seller, on getting him in the six. But we fucking we called up SOB, fucking bunch of SOB. Then fucking Raul answered, and he was the only one.
I mean, listen, the way Jay explained it, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but he made it seem like you got like he was suggesting to bring Daisy and you guys are ignoring him, or Future was ignoring him. That's what he made it seem like.
That was after the fact I already told him, like, hey, we already got somebody.
No, but that's what I'm saying. No, but he said it like way before you grabbed somebody.
Okay, well, ask Omar. Omar's right there.
I don't remember that he asked way before. The whole argument, Daisy argument happened in the warehouse when Raul was there.
That's what I'm saying. Even Raul said he's like, if you want, I'll leave for Daisy. It's not a big deal. Like, nah, this dude's acting like a bitch, and that was by the time he already fucking left.
And if I'm not wrong, I think I heard Daisy on radio. She said she was going to bed or some shit. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that was after too. We even asked on radio. We're like, Daisy, you around? She's like, oh, I'm going to sleep. I was literally after Jay left. Again, you think I'm lying? You think I'm misspeaking?
No,
Ask
no one said.
Omar.
No.
Ask
Okay,
idiot.
okay.
Ask
Future.
Lovemore.
You're taking this as like you're over here trying to like get people to back you up, like we're accusing you of lying. We don't. No one's accusing. I'm getting told one thing, and I'm just double checking on what's going on, right? No one's accusing anybody of lying. Why would I believe Jay Hobbs over you?
Trust me, bro. I love Jay more than anybody here, but it gets to a point like you gotta say enough is a fuck enough, bro. Like he just doesn't learn. Keeps doing dumb shit after dumb shit, getting himself shot by you, shooting outside the fucking warehouse, just doing whatever the fuck he wants to do, and then we just go in there, we just go and back him. We fucking slide for him, we help him, we protect him, like, and he shows literally no respect towards any of that. He just doesn't care. So at what point is enough enough? You know, I told him he's blacklisted. Don't go back to the block. Yet I see him in the fucking warehouse.
I mean, you guys are giving the guy mixed signals. You know, apparently Mike told him he's good to go back on the block.
Yeah, well, that's what I did tell him that, right? Because
You
from
can't really
what
blame
I
him for
heard,
that.
yeah, like, and again, I told him to speak to you, and I said that I'll take that, right? Because I didn't want, like, if people are gonna be doing shit, if Jay's doing shit, I'd rather people be able to use him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a grim day yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Not many people around. But I also told him, I said, you got to smooth this over with Future, right? Because I wasn't there. Like,
So the
what he
question is
did-
either you guys are gonna make him in as a hang around or a gang member or like off the fucking block. Which one is it? Like, what is he just gonna stay in between the whole fucking time, or what?
Yeah, but the same can be said about everybody else, no? Everybody's
Well, not
name that
everybody-
keeps getting brought up, fucking Sly, Daisy, Jay.
I mean, I agree,
Like, are
but
all
is
these
everybody
people
else
just gonna be
doing
the
this
same
dumb
shit?
shit that he's doing? I'm telling you, if it was anybody else but Jay, that motherfucker would have got kicked off the block a long time ago, and we could all agree that. Nobody else is doing dumb shit like he is. Trust me, I love Jay to death. That's my dog.
Listen. I think Jay had maybe a point.
No, like, listen. I'll stand on it. Jay had a good point. It was a very layered situation, though. But I think Jay's like feelings were right. It's crazy that Daisy didn't end up going because everybody after the fact spoke to her and said she would have gone if she was specifically asked. But like,
Listen,
other than that, no, it's fucked.
at the end of the day, like you said, like he's in the right. Doesn't matter if he's in the right. Like he has no say over what goes on in the gang. Like he has
Exactly,
zero
yeah.
say.
Yeah.
He has zero say about what happens in the gang, even if he is in the right, which he was. Like realistically, we should be taking Daisy over Raul any time of the day, right? But
I agree.
He has no say in that, right? So for him to get mad over something he has no say over and then start shooting up fucking things, I don't understand why he does that. Like, you get what I'm saying?
I feel like he did not
like-
trust like Future's judgment of it.
like,
Like,
you know
he
what?
could have just waited and like talked to you guys, about it, But he decided to fucking crash out then and there.
Listen, the problem with Jay, and I said this yesterday, he treats our gang, and like you guys might think this is crazy, but this is my opinion. He treats our gang like we're some offshoot street team of Gulag Gang. And he treats the leadership and Future like he's still equal to them. But he's not. He goes and crashes out on Future, but then I'll say the exact same thing, and he'll fucking ride me till death and be like, yeah, Mike, you're right. He'll sit here and be like, oh man, Ford said this, Ford said that. But then Ming will say it, and he'll sit there and be like, yeah, okay, Ming, you're... He's literally stuck in the past, and it's like getting to the point where even when he's in the right, he still fucks it up by like, just because Future said it. Like, it's ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous.
Can I
It's
say
crazy.
something? I mean, I know you guys probably think I talk shit, but like I do listen. I think there's a massive blurred line between associates, hangarounds, and members, and that's all our fault as a whole. And I think that needs to be fixed, and we just need to be harder on. Okay, fuck, you're associate, you're not a fucking hangaround. You're a hangaround, you're not a fucking member. You know what I mean?
I mean, you're right, Billy, to a certain point, but the thing with Jay is it's a little bit different because most of us have a history with him, Like, it's not like some guy we met 2 weeks ago on the fucking road and, he's fucking, I don't know, working. Like, we have history with the guy, right? So, things are a little bit different with him.
Yeah, I
And,
feel
I
that. But I
agree
mean,
with you, Billy.
yeah.
But we've never been a gang to like
It's too
obviously
formal.
hang arounds and shit don't have keys, but they pretty much know like shit, right? We've never been a gang to like be hella strict on shit like that.
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah,
treat
I know
everybody
that.
as equals, and then we just let them prove themselves. We've never been the like type to be like, oh, you're a
Yeah.
fucking hang around, you're under everybody, fucking listen, you fucking little runt. Like we've never done that.
Yeah, no, I get that. But I mean, I've even noticed a change since I started hanging around you guys. You know what I mean? Like things have changed. Like I would never think about going into the fucking warehouse or even jumping on the radio and shit. You know what I mean? Back when I even started hanging around you guys, and that slowly changed over time. I mean, there's fucking people like Reggie jumping on the radio and shit like that. Which he's been around for like 2 weeks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's been an active effort, and it's right. Like we're trying to make it so people, you know what I'm saying, can feel involved, even if they're never going to be in the
Who's
gang.
Reggie?
This is
I was
how I
gonna
see it.
say, who the fuck is
Exactly.
Reggie?
That's
one of-
what I mean.
He's,
That's
he's
what
one
I
of the new
mean.
sellers.
Like,
He's one of the new sellers.
Reggie, the weed seller that stands there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying like it's a bad thing or anything, but I mean at the same time, it's causing issues. That sort of stuff. Like,
Yeah, but I think they're on the radio from the early morning when nobody's around.
Yeah, they are,
You know,
because
Jamal
they
just
do
goes and
stuff, right?
picks
They
them up
get
and goes,
brought on
does
shit.
shit with them.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. My opinion is he can never be in the gang unless he somehow just treats Forehead and Future's opinions with respect, and stops J Hobbsing every time you two say anything, because it's like literally anybody else. Like he respects BMO more than Future on most things. That's just crazy. Like, and no disrespect.
It's not
to BMO,
really
it's
that
just-
crazy. I'll be honest.
I mean, okay, BMO, right? Him and they have a future, and your first meeting with J Hobbs was him wanting to kill you, but now he'll be like, yeah, BMO, good, and he'll tell Future he's an idiot for saying the same thing.
Yeah,
Like,
but
it
I'm
just
a
doesn't make sense.
respectable person.
What's going on, guys?
What's up, Tony?
I don't know. It's one of those things, right? Where like on one hand I like J Hobbs, you know, and the other hand is a fucking idiot. So it's like, you know, do we like put up with his fucking stupidness and try and make it work, or just say go fuck yourself?
I feel like a decision has to be made. Like either he gets in the gang and like we move on, or like I don't know, because this shit's gonna keep happening.
I mean, at the moment, he's got no reason to have to join. He's like getting to do everything
Yeah, he does everything
with the
anyway.
gang.
I mean, look, I remember
what I
Ming
mean?
said this once, and he said it best, bro. He's not picking a side. Like he's playing both sides. You can't do that. He has to pick a fucking side. Dude literally snitched on us to another gang, and we let that shit slide. He's playing both sides. Like, he either has to be in or he's out. Like one of the fucking two.
I don't think he is picking sides anymore.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. But honestly, I think we have to think about it a little bit at least. Can't just make a fucking decision right now, you know?
I just think that if Jay does join the gang, I'm sure his attitude will change. But I genuinely think it's gonna be this discussion every week for the same reasons every time. He just doesn't.
No. It's
respect-
not gonna listen. It's not gonna take that long to think. I'm just saying, like, I'm not gonna make a
No,
decision
no.
in 10 seconds, right? But I'm saying, like,
No, of course. But all I'm saying is like I think that like he has to change massively because he's never gonna respect you in future for some reason. He just can't do it. That's my honest belief.
We could vote on it at the next meeting.
Is something big happen that I missed out on?
Jay crashed out on Future again, and this time as a retaliation, he shot up Future's car in front of our warehouse.
Is he like arguing over it? Like,
No, no.
right?
The nuance, Julian, is that like what Jay was saying, everybody accepts was like, you know, in the right, but he got told no by Future and got upset and crashed out and shot up his car in front of the warehouse, which is just like typical Jay behavior. You know, like if somebody else had said it, it would have been fine, but because it was Future saying it, it wasn't acceptable because Future's an idiot. You know, Jay Pop.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think you give us a little bit of time to think about shit, and then we'll come up with something.
He won't listen to Future because Future's an idiot.
Are you guys gonna speak to him or no?
Yeah, most probably. I just don't know if like J Hobbs is either stupid or if he's lying on purpose or what's going on, because his story just did not line up with what you said. So
What did he say exactly that did not line up?
I mean, he was saying like he just kept bringing up Daisy and the Fitch was ignoring him before you guys grabbed Raul.
But even after the fact, like, why wouldn't you just tell Raul to just kick rocks and then bring Daisy?
Because he was already there. And that's when Jay made the whole that's when the whole thing happened, where I was like, all right, Jay, if you're just gonna say some dumb shit, you could leave. So I leave them. I was like, get the fuck out. And then I was like, even if you guys want me to leave, I'll leave for Daisy. I have no problem with it. I'm like, I know you have no problem with it. That's not the fucking point. But then after that, literally, she said on radio she was going to sleep.
And what she ever asked though prior?
No, but we were asking on the radio the whole time.
The
I didn't even know she was around. I was on the radio for like 10 minutes saying, hey, we need a six. We need a six. We need a sixth. Where's our sixth? I'm like, I'm going to go take a shit. 10 minutes later, after I'm done taking my shit, do we have a sixth yet? No. I'm like, all right, do you guys want me to make a call? Lovemore, Idiot, Omar both agreed. We all agreed. All right, make the call. And I made a call.
You know, Daisy's not going to speak up and say, oh, I want to go to the fucking thing. And she's not even in the gang. Like, she knows.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
how am I supposed to know
uh,
she's
yeah,
around?
but to be fair, in his defense, like, how is he supposed to know somebody's around when he doesn't even know they're around? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm literally asking on the radio, and that's when Omar even said, like, we were even debating bringing Bruce from the block. And I'm like, does anybody here know Bruce? No, and nobody said anything. We're like, all right, we don't fucking know Bruce. Why would we bring him on the job if we don't know him?
But somebody knew she was around, right? I guess Jay did.
Yeah, and that was already after the fact. I agree with me.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a point. But at that point, it's like,
the Daisy
Yeah,
thing,
he just did
Julian.
not handle it well.
I think it's just like it was fucked, right? Like you couldn't have got Daisy. She would have come if we called her. And the only thing you can do better is like next time, everybody just has to be like, man, maybe Daisy's awake. That's like the only thing you can do, right? Because she didn't speak up and no one knew she was there. Like it is what it is. Do better next time. Like it's fine. What Jay said is true. Like, hey, shoulda, coulda, woulda. But like ultimately, you guys are in a rush. You know what I'm saying? Like no one even mentioned that from what I heard. Like you're rushing, bro. Like you're in a rush. You just want to get it
the
going.
card was going bad.
You know,
With the
like-
whole time we were panicking, like, we need a sixth, we need a
Like-
sixth. Like we're
it's
trying to get
important
shit
that
ready.
People like Daisy get like the time of day where we call them up and ask them because she would have gone. But like, if you don't know, you don't know, and there's no reason for Jay to like freak out that bad over something that next time will be avoided because we learned. Like it's just the like the right intentions blown way overboard only because it's future. Like I'm willing to bet good money if Ming did all of that the exact same, Jay would be nodding like a good bitch and be like, yes, Ming, sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, but
And you know, and
I
from
don't
now on,
know.
so this shit doesn't get spin into, oh, because I already know how people are gonna think, oh, he'd rather bring SLB people, other people instead of getting out. From now on, if we only have 4 and we're trying to give 2 more, fuck it, we're only going as 4. I'm not bringing nobody else but gang. So
let me
fucking pissed about it.
You know, I was to get Jay down and to tell his side of the story, bro.
yeah. But at the same time, though, like hearing all that, like you can't act surprised that Jay's gonna be Jay to certain people when half the fucking time we're the ones instigating him to react in certain ways because we find it funny, and
Now,
every
where you
day
at?
is a new episode, you know. Like you
That's
know what
true.
he's fucking
For
like.
sure. What's your
we've
opinion?
been
So you're just defending his dumbass actions.
I'm not
I
saying
mean,
that.
we definitely
that's
did
what it
not
sounds like. You're just
instigate
defending his
whatever
dumbass
he
actions.
I
did.
never said
Alright,
it was
come down
right. I just said, why the fuck are you guys acting surprised? You
Nobody's
guys
surprised.
push
Give
it
it
It's
a
to
look
be
getting
like
old.
this half the fucking time.
Yeah,
It's not that anybody's surprised. It's
Just
just
go rent one, just go
when is
rent one.
enough enough? You know, it's getting old.
It's coming down here.
It's just you gotta like what is to expect from him though? You know, like one day he's being pushed to be a certain way because it's funny to us, and second day he's being punished for it. Like,
I mean, I think listen, I think Jay was in the right until he started shooting up cars and shit. Until then, he was in the right. But again, it doesn't really concern him because he's not even a part of the fucking gang.
yeah.
And like, you know, this is me again. We can't
What does that
even
even
like.
mean?
He can't.
Julian
He's not
just
in the
wants
gang
the
yet,
shoes to
in my
stay
opinion,
together.
because of all of the crash outs and the circles we've had talking about all the shit that Jay does. So like every time he does this, we have a conversation about it. It pushes the
How do you
possibility of him
pluck
joining
that out of a
back,
conversation?
and
That's
then it
true.
just loops back again. And we just keep spending time doing this, even though we all love Jay, because you just can't not crash out at specifically Future and Foyer.
I said it to him too, bro. So it's a lot different if you're being a dumbass like when you're in the gang and when you're not in the gang. You know, it's, it looks like a
Exactly,
lot
right?
different.
So he's just sitting on the fence. He gets everything anyway. We still do everything with him anyway, and like, it's yeah, I don't know. It's just fucked, bro. It's fucked.
And one more thing, right? Omar, Idiot, Lovemore, they could have got Daisy too. They could have called her the whole time. But yet, I'm the one that looks like the bad guy.
I don't think so.
Could have been anybody else. But I'm the one that looks like the fucking bad guy every fucking time.
I
It
think
wasn't
you're
just
the
me
bad guy.
there. Everybody else could have called her or made the call or anything. We were on radio asking.
But no one's blaming you though.
Again, it's just my fucking fault.
Wait,
No,
why are you saying that? No one has said that.
When we spoke to Lovemore and shit, and everybody agreed, like they could have done it better. Like maybe not when you spoke to him, but like later on when I heard about this, Lovemore was like, yeah, it was my bad. Like I understand. Like we need to try hard to make sure people don't like slip through the cracks. You know.
Like he's renting a car and he's coming.
Yeah, I don't think nobody's blaming you. I just think the only point of like
Nobody's
any
blaming
form
you,
of finger
but-
pointing is just because you tend to be like the one in charge in that moment, right?
Yeah, exactly. Nobody's blaming
So
me.
I don't like
but
the whole. She went to sleep after, but that's probably because, bro. I mean, you know, if you're
So it's a little circle here.
if you
boys.
become the reason that everyone's fucking arguing and shooting shit and doing shit, like there's probably a reason she went to fucking sleep.
You want
Expand
to
the
give him some
circle.
space to
Alright, well, come over here, big dog.
Hello.
You wanna explain your side of the story
From the beginning?
from the bank?
Yeah, so we had a bank. There's 5 of us. Got a cargo card, and I remember Future was saying we need to find a 6th, and then I remember saying on radio we should bring Daisy. I think I said it once or twice, and then I remember Future saying on radio again. He said, "If you don't get to the warehouse, hurry the fuck up. You're benched." But I was already running up the stairs, so I got there, and then that's when I told him in person. I said that I think we should bring Daisy, and I just remember I mentioned it to him a whole bunch, and he never said anything. The first thing he said about Daisy was when he was on the phone with Raul, and he said, "Nah, we already have the 6 was made," and then that's when I said okay, and then that's when I talked to Maynard and Lovemore, and I said like, "Hey, don't you think we should bring Daisy?" And listen, I was on. I've said the story many times. I was on like some chill shit. I was not aggressive at all. You know, I understand. Like I talked with Lovemore after. I understand. I'm not in the gang, right? What I say means fuck. It means fuck all. Like I get it, but I'm just like saying. Like I said, I offered my spot up to Daisy because even I think that she should have went there instead of me. Like I think Daisy should be taking on every job instead of me, right? So I offered my spot, you know. And then I remember when I was talking to Lovemore and Idiot about it, you know, Future from downstairs came up and he said, Jay, if you mentioned some dumb shit, he said some shit like, oh, if you mention some dumb shit like that again, you're getting benched. And I was like, bro, as the second, like, bro, like, I've been on some show shit. This is already like, I've been here 5 minutes. The second time he's already threatened to bench me, literally. One for not being at the warehouse on time. And when I was getting my shit, you know, because, you know, I need to be ready, right? And then the second time for bringing up Daisy. So it's already twice in like 5 minutes. He already threatened to bench me. So I was like, fuck that, bench me. And then, you know, I was obviously mad. And then that's when I ran out and I shot Future's tires. I shot out the front tire and one back tire. And yeah, I agree that that's where I went wrong. And there's no excuse. So
How does it feel?
if I got to
this guy
stand on
claims your
trial and
name
take the
and all the
consequences for that,
problems
I
he's
will.
the center
Because
of?
that was wrong. That was wrong. So
Oh yeah, man, he's created some RP.
yeah,
That's
that was
pretty
wrong,
fucking
and I have
bad,
no
dude.
excuse for that.
So the part I'm trying to get straight is like, you told Future to get Daisy before you had Raul,
Yes,
or
1 million%, 1 million% before, because I seen myself, I seen this guy. Yes, 100%. The first thing I heard from him, the only thing I heard from him about the Daisy situation was him saying, I repeat, I can quote him. We already have the six is already made. And I remember it was 100% before, because I even told him, I'm like, bro, if you're gonna bring Raul, like, just bench me. And I repeat, he said, no, fuck that, you're going. He said, I don't give a fuck, you're going. He told me that. I said, I will sit out for Daisy. Future told me, he said, fuck that, you are going. And then I remember before that, it was before, because I remember fucking shaking my fucking head when I seen Raul twat. Raul twatted something, and then that's when Future he was like, Raul twatted something. He was like, oh, I have a six. Let me make a call. And then I seen him twat at Raul back and say, Raul, call me. And then that's when I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, we should have just brought Daisy instead of you like going out to call somebody. I think we should have just brought Raul. Like I said, what I have to say, I'm not part of the gang. It means fucking nothing, and I can't express that enough. I don't make the calls, but I was just expressing what I knew that you guys would want. Like, I know for a fact that you know, I'm not in the gang, but I do, like, you know, I do care about, you know, that shit, right?
Daisy, Jay, did you ever call Daisy or ask her on the
Yes.
radio and get a
Yes.
response?
No, I did not. I did
Did you
not
call
call
her?
Daisy or ask her, because it's not my place to ask her. It's not my place to directly ask her to come to the job. So that's why I told Future, because right,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
guys make the decision
No,
who comes to the job.
no, you're right. But like,
So
hey, next time, right, in a hypothetical world, maybe just call
Yeah.
Daisy and be like, hey, what you doing right now? You busy?
yeah, I should ask her and ask if she's busy, but it's not my place to invite
Yeah,
her
it's
on
not
the
your place
job.
to
No,
invite her,
no,
obviously.
Mike. No, Mike.
It's one
He's
thing-
right though. He's right though. Like, whoever's in charge of the job should be the one
It-
organizing who's going, right? Not
It's
some
one-
other
yeah.
motherfucker inviting people when you know what's
Yeah,
It's
happening.
one
not
So
an
thing
you
for me
did the
to
invitation,
right
it's
thing
suggest her,
in that
but
regard.
it's another thing for me to invite her, right? Like,
Yeah,
I will
I know.
suggest
It's
her to
just,
Future,
in that
but
situation,
I will
Future
never
just didn't
ever
realize
reach
she was
out.
around. That was the problem,
Well,
right?
I mean, yeah,
And I know
I
you
understand
tried.
that, but it's not like to me, right? Like, I can't stress enough. What I have to say, it means nothing. But to me, like, looking at this from like how Forehead or Ming would look at it, right? If Future's going out of his way to twat at somebody and call them up, why couldn't before that he just call Daisy? And like,
Right,
if he
but
doesn't think he's run, at
No,
least
you're right.
check.
No,
yeah,
you're
but
right,
listen,
Jay.
Jay, I think you're in the right. But like you said, like I don't think this concerns you at all, right? If you genuinely think that there's something happening that's going wrong, just let it happen. It's not your problem to deal with. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
I
if you
agree.
think if you think someone is wrong, that's fine. You speak to somebody else about it, like, yo, well, I think this is wrong. You don't go and shoot up the fucking warehouse. You know what I
I
mean?
agree. Yeah, I agree.
Well, I mean, I said this the other day when you guys took fucking, I don't know who it was, but some SOB motherfucker to a job because he had a fucking helicopter, right? At the end of the day, these big jobs should only be taking our gang or people that are close to the gang, right? Like, I don't give a fuck if SOB has a heli, if Hydra has a heli, if this guy's bringing a fucking RPG. I could give a fuck. Future, I don't know if you heard him. I don't know if you were taking a shit while he said it. I don't know, like, whatever miscommunication was going on. I don't fully know what's going on. I don't have the full context to it, so I can't really say anything. But at the end of the day, you guys should be bringing either our gang, our hang grounds, or people that do shit for this gang. That would include Daisy.
I agree.
We should not be bringing other gangs before we bring those people to any job, not a single job.
I agree. And there was nobody else around at the time. So I made the decision. I said, hey, Omar, Idiot, Lovemore, do you guys want me to call someone to get a sixth? And we all agreed, yes. So I called somebody to get the sixth. We all agreed on it. It was just like, oh, I'm going to call somebody. No, we all agreed. I asked on the radio, you guys want me to call somebody? We said yes. I didn't make that decision on my own. It was a group decision. Everything we did was a group decision.
To be honest, I don't think Future would go out of his way to fuck Daisy over. You know what I mean? He's pretty close with her, and he wanted her in the gang before anyone else. So I don't think he knew genuinely she was around personally.
No, he did.
No,
He 100% knew.
Thomas got a point too. At first, it was like, oh, I bring her up too much. I'm forcing it. Now, oh, you don't bring her up at all, or you don't want her coming at all.
Yeah, we
So which
can't
one
be
is it?
like, yeah. I feel like we're doing that. To
I
him
don't
and
know. I
fuck
think
her.
Future's kind of trying to cover his
Listen,
tracks.
about that part, I don't know,
I
but
ain't gonna-
I know for a fact Future knew she was around because before the job, I called Daisy and I asked her for painkillers, and then Daisy
I
specifically
did not know she
told-
was around. We asked on the radio multiple times. We need a sixth. We need a sixth. Nothing. 10 minutes
Well-
later, we need a sixth. Oh, I'm gonna go take a shit. I come back from my
This
10-minute
is-
shit. We have a sixth. No, we need a sixth. We need a
This
sixth. We're panicking.
motherfucker's been on
I said,
so
hey,
many
you guys want me to
cargoes,
call,
so
make a call?
probably
And we
seen
all
them
agreed, yes, make
fucking
a call.
The boxes
Made a
fall in the
call.
water. He's like, fuck this. I'm bringing
No,
her
I'm
this
gonna
stuff.
tell my side.
Okay, then
I
tell your
called
fucking
Daisy
side. That's
before
fine,
the
bro.
job.
If you just want to fucking lie and assume that
Okay.
you think I knew she was around, go ahead, assume and think that I knew she was
Okay.
around when I didn't. But that's fine. Go ahead.
I mean, Jay, just
Well,
because you've
so-
seen her or like
My
heard
job
her
thing was
voice like
78.
earlier, he heard the job doesn't mean that she was around because we literally asked on radio, like, what's the six and shit.
1 minute before I got into the warehouse, I called Daisy and I asked her for
I wouldn't pick
painkillers
Daisy
because I
over
needed
Hobbs.
painkillers for an oxy run. She told me that she was
Because-
gonna place down some moonshine or make some moonshine, and that she would
She said she was going to
call
sleep
and tell
probably because
Future
everyone was arguing over it.
where it was or something, so I could come get it from you after. And then after that, she was on the phone, so I assumed she was talking to you.
Right.
She literally told me to
She
go
never
to
told
you
me
for the.
shit.
All right, well then, yeah, then that's where. I wanted to get painkillers, and she mentioned you, like with the moonshine, that you would know where it is or something like that. So that's why I assumed she talked to you, because I was on the phone with her just before I came into the warehouse, and she mentioned your name when we were on the phone.
I think another thing as well that a lot of people do is when they're asked, oh, does anyone want to come on a job? They're like, oh yeah, if you need me. I think pulling in all the people that are closely associated and maybe the hangarounds and say to them, look, if you hear that, it's either yes, you want to come or no, you don't want to come.
No,
There's none of
Billy's
this.
right. Billy's right. That happens a lot of times.
You know what I mean?
A lot of times I was gonna radio. I'm like, yo,
She
we
did
need
say she was
2
going
or
to
3
sleep.
people for this job.
Yeah,
And motherfucker's
after
like,
the
yeah, well,
fact.
if you need me, I guess I'll come. Motherfucker just gotta say either yes or no. Like it's not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We're gonna stop being
bad for it
indecisive
too.
on the radio.
Indecisive, yeah, 100%, yeah, indecisiveness.
Like, if someone goes on the radio and they say, yo, we need 2 people for this, then just say, yeah, I'm down. I'm good to go. That's what motherfucker gotta say.
but no decision's a bad decision as long as the decision's made. Like,
Well, I mean, I do think this whole fucking scenario is blown out of proportion a little bit. I feel like there was some type, a little bit of miscommunication going on. But at the end of the day, Jay, you should not be shooting at anybody outside the warehouse or any cars or anything. That's where you fucked up completely.
I agree.
I mean, as long as you understand that shit. nothing bad came from it, then I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Yeah, Jessica, I think it's brand new tier 1.
But if you guys feel otherwise, let me know.
I told you how I feel, bro. Like, when is enough enough? This clown just keeps on doing dumb fucking shit, thinking he runs his shit, thinking nothing's ever gonna fucking happen to him. Meanwhile, we're over here backing him, taking him to every fucking job, saving him, giving everything he ever fucking wants. And he asked for something, we give it to
Big
him.
hands,
Dude's
six of the
unfucking
proud.
grateful. I said this before. We've had this exact same meeting before. You are fucking ungrateful. You don't respect nobody but the people you fucking respect, and that's stupid. I don't agree with that. You're inconsiderate,
OPEX,
spoiled little
5.
fucking bitch. That's what you are. At what point is enough enough? Dude's not even in the fucking gang. Again, I've said this multiple times. Anybody else would have been kicked off the fucking block and shot dead by now. I agree. We have history with Jay, but like, bro, you keep doing fucking dumb shit. Don't respect nobody else but the people you respect. What the fuck you expect?
Can I speak up?
You may.
All right. Incorrect. Call me ungrateful is wrong. We've already been over that. I've been nothing but grateful, and I understand what this gang is. I understand more than a lot of fucking people, bro. Ungrateful is fucking crazy. Spoiled little bitch. Spoiled, maybe. Little bitch, no. Clown, no. Now, if I wanted to fire back, I could, right? I have a lot to say about you, but I'm not.
Jay, I have a question for you. Which gang you joining? You joining Hades? You joining Besties? SOB? Cypress? Where you at? What are you doing?
I don't think I've made it any clearer. I've been on the block every fucking day since we've had this conversation. I've been on radio every fucking day.
You even snitched to another gang that we were gonna fucking counter their job.
No, I didn't. We've already went over this.
Okay. We already went over this. You fucking did.
I made sure nobody was going on the job, and I said it to Miguel as like a fucking joke. And we're just laughing about it. It's no different than you going to SOB saying like, "Oh, we're about to counter your shit." Like you're like, "Oh, we're about to like, bro."
No. It is
different.
different.
It's very
whenever
different.
no. It's different because when I said that, I referred to like the cargo ship. They just like I said, if you guys are the cargo ship, oh, we're smoking your shit. That's completely different from telling them, oh, my gang's gonna come counter your bank truck. Like it's completely fucking different.
No, I said Future was gonna counter your shit. That's what I said.
Yeah, you snitched on me.
Yeah, because I knew that we weren't going.
I was the one we were literally gonna go. We all agreed we're going.
No, I knew we weren't going because you guys,
bro. You were just either you just lie to yourself or you're just so hard headed you don't believe anything anybody else says.
Look in the fucking mirror, bro. You're wrong. Incorrect, wrong, incorrect, wrong, incorrect, wrong. I've never seen someone so incorrect and wrong in my life. I'll tell you word for word what happened because clearly you forgot. It was me, BMO, Omar on the outside. You guys were doing a fent run. You guys were doing a fentanyl run. I confirmed with BMO. I said, hey,
you know why I fuck
can they get out of this job so we can come fuck SOB up?
One of the only
I was the one that
speak
wanted
back
to counter that shit. BMO said no, they can't. Once they're in that job, they're locked in. So I knew that nothing was gonna happen. So then when we were in the fucking getting the bank codes, I said to Miguel in the most like non-serious, like just fucking like didn't give a fuck. I said, yeah, Future was gonna counter your shit, but but I knew you weren't. That's why. Yeah, for me to joke about that, yeah, I guess you could look at it snitching. But I could see you being that mad if you actually were gonna counter them and I gave them a heads up, which I would never do, by the way. I would not do that, right? I only said that because I knew for a 1,000,000 trillion% fact that we were not gonna counter that. You guys were in a fent run. And it was just me, BMO, and Omar. The only three that was around that was not in the fent run. And for you to say, which gang am I joining? Complete bullshit. I've been here since we had that conversation. I've made it fucking clear. On the block every day, one call away. Anything you need, I'm there. I'm self-sufficient now. I definitely not spoiled now, except if you want to talk about the jobs and shit. Yeah, I'm willing to pay for everything. What would you say? Ungrateful? Bullshit. Nah, hell no, I'm not ungrateful. A clown? Fuck no. A little bitch? Fuck no.
Jay, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Do you respect Future at all?
Yes, I do respect him. I look at him as a brother. I have his back no matter what.
So why are you guys always fighting?
Because it's not what you say, but it's how you say. I've said this a million times. I feel like I'm a broken record, right? It's one thing if you got an angry little man coming at you with a tone, angry as fuck, talking about some, oh hey, you better do this, versus you got Mike saying, hey Jay, can you go grab this car? Or someone like,
Yeah, but
hey,
Jay,
get
if you
that
join
fucking
this
car for me,
gang,
you
right?
fucking
If you
bitch.
join
It's
this
different.
gang, right? You're gonna be a hang around, and
Yeah.
Future is gonna be your OG. If he tells you to do something,
For
it doesn't
sure.
matter what tone he uses.
For
You're
sure.
not.
And I'm
You can't
gonna do it.
disrespect him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's different, right? I feel like, yeah, I get it. Yeah, if I, yeah, I understand how that works, right? Trust me, I bring this up, right? I trust me when I say I went through the fucking ringer with him in Gulag Gang. I know what it's like to be shit on by Future, right? I know what it's like. But like I said, you're asking if I respect him. Yeah, I do. That's my brother right there. Would I die for him? Fuck yeah, I would. I would. It's the truth, right? But if he's just like doing all this random like little like, you know what I'm saying, then yeah, like if he says he's gonna bench me, I'm like, all right, bench me. Like I don't mind. I definitely don't mind sitting out for a cargo for sure. Now, yeah, where I went wrong was shooting his tires, and we made that clear. Like if I got to stand on trial and deal with the consequences, I will. If I got to apologize 1,000 times for that, I will.
Anybody else got anything to say?
I just feel like him and Future have to settle it before, like, you know, Jay is welcome around. To be honest, because I don't want to be, you know, blurring those lines if Future feels that serious about it, type shit. You know.
I mean, I think it's best to let some shit cool off for a little bit, you know, and we'll come back to it. But before we end the meeting, anybody else got anything to say?
With that, like waiting or well, cooling off and all that, do you want to put a bit of a time frame on it so that everyone's not just like waiting forever type thing, or we end up, we end up waiting for ages and then
We'll
nothing
speak
happens
about it.
for-
We'll speak about it.
Yeah.
All right, we all good here?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.